Test, test, test.
See, there is.
Oh, you know what? This was,
Oh, was that out?
yeah. Are we on now?
Hang on.
1, 2, 3.
It's a 20-second delay. Okay, now you're good.
All right, welcome to Monticello High School, where we are having a triple header of boys basketball games tonight. The first one here is the freshman sophomore game. We had a little audio technical difficulty that we think we have straightened out now, so we're here live. And a shot from number 43. That is Luke Callahan for Western Dubuque. Gives the Western Dubuque Bobcats a 4-0 lead. This is the freshman sophomore game. Western Dubuque playing against Monticello. Monticello in the home white uniforms. Western Dubuque, of course, in the visiting black. And my name is Pete Temple. I'll bring you the play-by-play for this game and also the junior varsity game that's coming up in a little while. Monticello against Mid-Prairie in that one. So Western Dubuque comes in here with a record of 6-11. Here's a three-point shot that is good for number 21. That's Caden Abrish for the Western Dubuque Bobcats, and they take an early 7-0 lead. And a timeout quickly called here by Monticello coach Jarrett Easton. So I mentioned Western Dubuque at 6-11, Monticello at 4-3 coming into this one. And the Panthers have won 2 of their last 3 games here at the freshman sophomore level. Most recently, a victory at North Cedar on January 19th. They won that game 66-44. So trying to keep that going here. They know they had a tough test with Western Dubuque today because the Bobcats and Panthers met earlier back on January 4th. Western Dubuque won that game 62-26. So here's a steal now for Ryan Digman of the Bobcats. He goes in for the layup. No good. And a rebound by Easton Pruill for the Panthers. Gets it over to Chesney Capron, who's playing the point guard. I'll try to bring you the players' names here as we go along. There's Deacon Besler, 32, with the ball now. Gets a screen set by Pruill. And now back to Chesney Capron. Also in there is Joel Arduzer, number 33, and Austin Kurt, number 12 for the Panthers. Inside pass now. Capron gets it off to Besler, outside to Kurt. And Capron went out of bounds and maybe didn't quite get all the way back in before that whistle blew. So Western Dubuque on the turnover gets the ball. Bobcats up 7-0. Early stages here, this freshman sophomore game. Dylan DeMoss, number 1, is with the ball here for Western Dubuque. Drives up, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Austin Kurt for the Panthers. And they hustle it down the court with Capron. Gets it over to Arduzer, makes a nice move. Back to Capron now. Guarded there by Jacob Lucas of the Bobcats. Pruill ran into a roadblock there, and the ball comes loose. Taken away by Lucas for the Bobcats. That was a steal for Capron. Goes in one-on-one. Shot and a foul. Capron tried to go up, but was fouled by Dylan DeMoss, number 1 there. Also out there for the Bobcats is Luke Callahan, number 43. And we mentioned Lucas. Abrish is 21. Here's Capron to take 2 free throws. First one is good, and the Panthers are on the scoreboard. Second one off and rebounded by Ryan Digman. So the score is 7-1. Bobcats bring it in. Lucas with it, gets it inside there to Digman. And it comes away stolen here by Easton Pruill. Here's Joel Arduzer going for the layup and scores. Nice drive there by Joel Arduzer. His first 2 points, and the Panthers cut the margin to 7-3. We're about midway through the first quarter of this freshman-sophomore game. Capron went for a steal there, couldn't quite get it. This is DeMoss across to Abrish. Inside, and now a shot is good by Luke Callahan. He has 4 points now, and it's a 9-3 Western Dubuque lead. Kurt with it, gets it out top to Deacon Besler. Now inside to Kurt again. Nice pump fake there. Shot doesn't quite go, but 2 free throws coming up for Austin Kurt. foul being called here on Digman for Western Dubuque. He makes the first one. First point of the game here for Kurt. Substitutions now. We have Addison Lunsman in for Western Dubuque. Second free throw comes off, and Luke Callahan with the rebound. Here come the Bobcats leading 9-4. Under 2.5 to go first quarter. Also in the game was Brandon Florence, number 23 for the Bobcats. They work it around the perimeter here. That's Florence on the far side. Bounce pass in there to Callahan. Digman now. DeMoss tries a three-pointer. Comes off and Capron with the rebound. Panthers on the fast break again. Capron with a floater. Doesn't go. And Florence with the rebound. DeMoss works it in. And Lunsman traveled, I believe. So turnover gives the ball back to the Panthers with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Chesney Capron brings it up. Man-to-man defense here for the Bobcats. Deacon Besler checks things out, gets it to Kurt. Now Arduzer. Top of the key to Chesney. Thought about a three. They said he walked. I wasn't sure he left his feet there, but traveling call is made, and the Bobcats will get it back here, leading 9-4. This is Florence with it. DeMoss now in the right corner. Florence on the wing and across. Oh, Kurt went for the steal, didn't quite get it. Here's Digman, goes all the way in. And we had a foul. All right, offensive foul called on Addison Lunsman of Western Dubuque. So that basket does not count. And the Panthers bring it up, leading 9-4. Capron comes in on the right side this time. Arduzer bounce pass, a nice one to Pruill. He is fouled and 2 free throws coming up. Panthers have been good at getting to the line so far. This will be the third time that somebody has gone to the line for 2 shots. First time for Easton Pruill. First one rolls out, no good. Into the game now for Western Dubuque is Hunter Quagliano, number 35. He replaces Callahan. Pruill makes the second one. His first point of the game, 9-5 now. So the Panthers, who lost to this team by 36 points the first time they met, they're hanging in there, down by 4. 3-point try for DeMoss, no good. Digman offensive rebound and a nice turnaround shot for Digman. And he now has 4 points. Western Dubuque back up by 6. We're in the final minute of the first quarter. Ball comes loose there off the hands of Pruill, and Western Dubuque will bring it back. 11-5 for the Bobcats. Florence brings it in, the layup. Oh, just off the rim, and a nice rebound there by Pruill. Went up high to get that one. Panthers bring it down, slow it down possibly for one shot. Kurt has it now. Pruill and then Arduzer, Besler now. Kurt back up top to Capron. Drives in, and the shot partially blocked there by Lunsman. Pass to Digman is good. It wasn't Lunsman, it was Quagliano actually who made that block. And a nice drive all the way to the other end just before the buzzer. For basket for the Bobcats, and that ends the first quarter. And the score is 13-5 in favor of Western Dubuque. Freshman, sophomore basketball here at Monticello High School. Glad you joined me here for this live stream. And we'll be doing this later on as well. 2 more games coming tonight. And both of those will be Monticello playing against Mid-Prairie. First, the junior varsity game at about 6 o'clock. And then the varsity game. These are rescheduled games from a postponement in December. So it's just the boys tonight. And varsity game scheduled to start about 7:30. So good start for Western Dubuque. And In particular, Ryan Digman, number 11, who has 3 baskets and 6 points. And let's see, Callahan has 4 for the Bobcats. For the Panthers, Arduzer has a basket. And the rest are all free throws. Underway, second quarter. DeMoss to Digman. Florence in the left corner, guarded by Kurt. Panthers also with a man-to-man coverage here. No, actually it looks like they're in the 2-3 zone. Ball comes loose and a traveling call is made. Bobcats have it now. Panthers with a try on the other end, couldn't score. Still 13-5. And that is Jeremy Kurt for Western Dubuque taking a shot that would not go. Whistle and a foul on Deacon Besler. So 2 free throws coming here for Digman. Try to add to his scoring total. He makes the first one. And second one went in, but it's not going to count because of a lane violation against the Bobcats. So only the first one counts for Western Dubuque, and their lead goes to 14-5. Here come the Panthers. Into the game for Monticello is Cord Niedert. Here's a pass for Easton Pruitt, but it got blocked by Florence from behind. And now the ball out of bounds off Monticello. Bobcats bring it up with that 9-point lead. Second quarter action here. Inside pass, here's a short shot that rolls around, no good. Rebound by Kurt, shot was taken by Quagliano. Capron has it, gets it into Pruitt. He's triple teamed under there. Foul called on Western Dubuque. And that's Quagliano, 35, who gets called for that one. His first. Western Dubuque has 5 team fouls now. Here's Capron. He's wide open in the corner. Puts up a 3, and it's good. Chesney Capron. He now has 4 points. Panthers back within 6. Inside pass off Quagliano out of bounds. Monticello will bring it back the other way. Capron bringing the ball up. Nice screen set there by Pruitt. Now Kurt has it. And over here is Connor Sauser. Shot missed, and Florence with the rebound, but a traveling call gives the ball back to Monticello. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Panthers down 6. Trailed by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Nice pass from Kurt to Pruitt, puts it up, and a foul. That is called on Callahan for Western Dubuque, so now Pruitt with 2 free throws. First one is off. Second one no good. And nice try there by Connor Sauser to try to get that rebound, but didn't quite have position, and the ball went out of bounds. He actually tipped it out of bounds, according to the officials. So Western Dubuque brings it up with that 14-8 score right underneath there by Callahan. Shot no good. And here's Cord Nieder coming in for the steal. He gets a jump ball call. So Callahan had a good chance there underneath, and we're going to have a timeout called here for Monticello, trailing 14-8, 4:39, as you can see, to go in the first half. Panthers hanging tough here. Back on January 4th, they lost to this team 62-26. But we got a tight one here. Monticello showing their improvement. They've won 2 of their last 3. Victories over Edco on January 7th, 53-19. Austin Kurt had 12 points in that one. Then a loss at Cascade on January 8th. Highlight of that game was Cord Niedert making 3 3-point shots in the first half. And then the more recent one on January 19th at North Cedar, where the Panthers won by 22, 66-44. 3 guys in double figures for Monticello in that one. Easton Pruill had a big game with 16, Kurt with 13, Deacon Besler with 10. We have something going on with the buzzer. Well, the timeout clock had not completely run out, so they're waiting for that. And now we're back in action. Joel Arduzer has it for the Panthers, who will try to cut into that 6-point margin. Austin Kurt gets it outside. 3-point try by Connor Sauser is good. Second 3-pointer of the quarter for the Panthers. First points for Connor Sauser. I guess they're ruling that a 2-pointer. So just a 2 for Sauser, and the lead is cut to 4. And now we have a double dribble against the Bobcats. Panthers with some good defensive pressure. So here's Capron. Florence went for the steal and got called for the foul. And that is number 7, it looks like. So Capron will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Both Panthers in the bonus here with 4:02 to go in the first half. Capron hit a 3-pointer earlier in this quarter. Unable to get the first free throw to drop. And here comes Quagliano for the Bobcats. Makes a nice move there, and they call traveling. Not sure that was traveling. He landed on the 2 feet and then put up the shot, but in any event, Monticello has the ball. Capron guarded by Florence. Gets it to Arduzer in the corner. Back out, and here's Connor Sauser. Ball batted out of bounds there by Callahan. Going for the steal. We're just almost exactly at the halfway point of the second quarter. They play 7-minute quarters here at this level. 3:31 and a 4-point Western Dubuque lead. Austin Kurt scrambles a little bit, and now it's taken away by Digman. Kurt tries to draw the charge. Shot no good. No call is made. Arduzer nicely tips that ball. It goes out of bounds, and Western Dubuque keeps it. Bobcats to pass it in, leading by 4. Dylan DeMoss, the point guard here. Gets it across, bounce pass, and Florence wasn't looking, but it went right to Callahan. Now Florence has it, gets it inside. Digman with a shot. It's good, and 1. So Digman scores. And his total goes up to 9 for the game now. And the free throw's good, so he's got 10 points. And he puts the Bobcats back in front by 7 here in the second quarter. Capron to Arduzer. Pruill with the screen. Capron now Sauser inside to Kurt. And a shot blocked here by Digman. Pruill went up to try to score. No foul call. DeMoss has it. Tries a long 3-pointer. It's short. Sauser with the rebound, and a foul call is made against Western Dubuque. That's on Jacob Lucas. Foul number 8 against the Bobcats. Panthers have just 2. But they don't seem to be in any foul trouble. Everybody on the board right now has just 1 foul. So again, a 1 and 1 coming up for the Panthers. This time, Connor Sauser. To shoot that front end here. That one bounces off. Rebound by Digman. Digman has been a key player here for the Bobcats in the first half. 10 points of the team's 17. Now a turnover as the ball goes out of bounds. That's Brian Camiller, number 4. And now into the game is Caden Abrish for Western Dubuque, number 21, replacing Florence. Capron has it now for the home Panthers. Arduzer, nowhere to go, so he gets it back out. This is Pruill at the top. It was tipped out of bounds by Callahan. He's done that a couple of times here. Anticipating the pass. Austin Kurt to pass it in here for Monticello. Capron. Panthers try to set things up here. Good man-to-man pressure. Oh, a nice pass there for Kurt. And the basket is good. All right, so there must have been a foul away from the ball there. The basket does count for Kurt. Panthers back within 5. And Western Dubuque brings it up. Oh, Kirk might have got a piece of that one. Nice defensive play there. But a traveling call. And that gives the ball back to the Bobcats with that 5-point lead. 1:45 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats to pass it in. Lucas and now DeMoss, and another traveling call. We've had a number of traveling calls in this game on both sides. Panthers only down by 5 here. Try to get that closer here before halftime. Pruill has it, inside pass to Kurt. Capron gets it up to Sauser, inside to Pruill. Pump fake, puts it up, no good, and a rebound by Lucas. Jacob Lucas brings it down here for the Bobcats. Pass almost out of bounds, but it was handled there by Abrish. Now Abrish tries a three-pointer. That one is short, and here comes Sauser the other way. Sauser with some speed all the way down the court, but Digman with another block. It came down in the arms of Camiller, but his foot was on the sidelines, or on the baseline. So out of bounds to the Panthers with 1:01 to go in the second quarter. Pruill and now Kurt. Arduzer did not have room to shoot, brings it back out. Capron setting things up here. Final minute of the first half. Western Dubuque has led most of the way, but hasn't been able to open up a big lead. The biggest lead has been 9. Arduzer tries a 3 off the front of the rim. And rebounded by Lucas. And here's a long pass. Sauser got his hand on it, but it ended up with Abrish anyway. And now a foul called on Monticello on a rebound. So that must have been on the floor. Oh, maybe no foul. It just went out of bounds. And no, there was a foul. It was on Sauser. So 34 seconds, and the Bobcats pass it back in. Inside Digman, and they had him covered nicely there. Sauser got his hand on it, then it went off the hand of Digman out of bounds. So the Panthers bring it the other way in the final 30 seconds here, trailing by 5. Arduzer goes in all alone and scores on the layup. Nice pass there from Kurt. Panthers within 3 here. 11 seconds to go. First half. Bobcats going to try for one last one here. They've got 3 seconds to do it. Here's a 3-point try. No good. And the buzzer sounds, and that ends the first half. And a pretty good one for Monticello. Western Dubuque leads by a score of 17-14. And that's significant because, as I mentioned earlier, Western Dubuque won the first meeting between these teams 62-26. But at halftime here, just a 3-point margin for Western Dubuque. My name is Pete Temple. We're going to take a little break for halftime, and we'll be back with the second half of our freshman-sophomore game. All right, we are almost ready to start the second half of our freshman-sophomore game here. Western Dubuque leading Monticello by a score of 17-14. And the big story there for Western Dubuque, Ryan Digman with 10 points here in the first half. He's had a number of blocks as well. And I would guess I'm not keeping track, but 4 or 5 rebounds. And we are back underway here. My name is Pete Temple, bringing you the play-by-play of this game and also the junior varsity game for Monticello. That'll be against Mid Prairie. That's coming up at 6 o'clock. So we'll see if the Panthers can make their move here against the Bobcats. We also welcome many Western Dubuque people that might be watching this live stream. We appreciate that. And again, the live streaming, as I've mentioned several times in other games, has been so huge with all these schools doing this. It's just really been kind of a fun way, you know, for the people who can't attend the game and also out-of-town relatives and so forth to be able to watch these guys and the girls in the girls' games, watch them play here. So no scoring so far in the third quarter. Chesney Capron has the ball for the Panthers. Ball tipped away by Digman, but out of bounds to Monticello. I mentioned Digman with 10. For the Panthers, it's been a little more even. Chesney Capron with 4. Here's a nice pass to Austin Kurt from Capron. And Kurt scores to get the Panthers back within 1 point here. Here's an outside shot, 3-point try, an offensive rebound there, and a basket for Caden Abrish for Western Dubuque. So he puts them back to a 3-point lead at 19-16. So Capron has 4 points. Austin Kurt now with 5. And Joel Arduzer has 4 as well for Monticello. So they've spread out the scoring. They've had 2 different guys, I think, hit 3-pointers. I can't find the other one on my sheet here, but Capron drives in the lane. Now Easton Pruill with an outside shot. Puts that one in. Easton Pruill now has 3 for Monticello. They're back within 1 again. And now a 3-point try by DeMoss is no good. Arduzer chases it. Abrish had it, and a foul being called, I think, on Arduzer here. That is correct. So for Arduzer, that's his first foul. Abrish trying to go out of bounds after that ball, and officials ruled that Arduzer obstructed him, so foul on the Panthers, and the Bobcats get the ball. Nice passing. Here's DeMoss, 3-point try. That was halfway down the rim, it seemed like, but rolled out. Austin Kurt with the rebound. Here come the Panthers trying to take the lead here for, I believe, yeah, it would be the first time in the game. Capron with a nice pass to Pruill. Pruill's pass blocked out of bounds there by Abrish. And the Panthers will try it again. Nice bounce pass from Kurt to Pruill. Shot goes off the front of the rim. Here comes Lucas for the Bobcats. No good, and Capron with the rebound. Capron hustles it up into the front court. Panthers down by just 1 point here. And this is Arduzer, nice move. Bounce pass to Kurt, gets it back out. They work it around. Capron tries a 3-pointer. That one a little bit short. And the rebound comes off, rebounded by DeMoss for Western Dubuque. Couple chances for Monticello to grab the lead and haven't quite been able to do it. And that ball went off the foot or leg of Pruill, so Western Dubuque keeps it here on their front court. This is Callahan with it. He tries a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Digman. Outside Abrish for 3. That one's good. Caden Abrish sinks a 3-pointer and makes it 22-18 for Western Dubuque. Oh, DeMoss went down hard there. I think the foul's going to be on DeMoss. Went for the reach there and then lost his balance as Capron drove forward. He gets up, seems to be okay, staying in the game. This is Pruill. Gets it back to Arduzer. Halfway point now of the third quarter. It's a 4-point lead for Western Dubuque. Arduzer runs out of options, but then gets it out to Sauser. Oh, there's a nice pass from Capron, and basket and a foul. Pruill scoring for Monticello off the nice pass from Capron. Basket is good, and it's an and-one situation here for Easton Pruill. No good, but an offensive rebound here. Kurt tipped it, and Sauser has it. 2-point game now. We've had a good one here. Western Dubuque is led by as many as 9, but now it's a 2-point margin. Arduzer, he was very calm there under pressure and got the ball back out. Capron has it now. Arduzer again. Kurt has some room. Gets it over to Capron. Sauser left open there. I thought maybe he'd take that shot. Chose not to. Now Capron. Now Sauser from the corner. No good on a 3-point try. DeMoss gets that rebound for the Bobcats. Under 2.5 to go in the third quarter, and Western Dubuque up by 2, and a timeout being called here by the Bobcats. 2:24 to go third quarter. And it is a 2-point lead for Western Dubuque. So far in this quarter, Panthers with 6 and the Bobcats with 5. It's been a good one here. Back and forth here. Western Dubuque has led pretty much throughout, but never able to pull away. They led by as many as 9, as I mentioned earlier. And the Panthers got it down to 1 with a few chances to take the lead and couldn't quite do it. So we'll see how the rest of this goes here in the third quarter. My name is Pete Temple. Glad to be bringing this to you, the first of 3 games here tonight. As I mentioned before, we got junior varsity boys game, Monticello against Mid Prairie. And then the varsity game between those same 2 schools coming up at 7:30 tonight. Rescheduled games from December 19th postponement. And a nice shot there in basket by Caden Abrish for the Bobcats. And Abrish has every point in the second half here so far for Western Dubuque, in a total of 10. Capron has the ball, pass stolen. He intended for Kurt, and Digman came away with it. Here come the Bobcats again. 35 there is Quagliano, Hunter Quagliano for the Bobcats. DeMoss with a 3-point try, and it's good. So the Bobcats here on a 8-0 run. No, that can't be right. It's got to be a 6-0 run. 8-2 run is what it is. But anyway, they've opened up the lead to 7. I'll get that straight. Stay with me here. Bobcats bring it down again with that 7-point lead. Digman, and he quickly has company with 2 Panthers surrounding him. Here's Quagliano with a 3-point try. No good, but Kurt is there for the rebound for the Panthers. Chesney Capron for Deacon Besler. Ball goes off his arm and out of bounds. We're in the final minute of the third quarter. Monticello trailing Western Dubuque by 7 here. 3-point try is short. And Sauser came away with the rebound. Over to Capron. Panthers had this down to a 1-point game. Now it's 7. They'll try to close the gap a little bit here before the quarter ends. Got a foul inside here. There have been way fewer fouls called in this half than there were in the first half. And that appears to be on Callahan. Number 43, that's his second. Florence is back in the game here for Western Dubuque, replacing Digman. jump ball call, and the possession arrow goes to Monticello. 14 seconds now. Arduzer has it. Out to Capron. Oh, took maybe just the extra step there before that pass, and the ball out of bounds with 4.8 to go in the third quarter. Bobcats with an opportunity to extend a 7-point lead. DeMoss, Pagliano, three-point try, a long one, but it's off the backboard and no good, and that ends the third quarter here of our freshman-sophomore boys basketball game. Score Western Dubuque 27, Monticello 20. And let's see, two guys with 10 points here for Western Dubuque so far in this game. Ryan Digman and also Caden Abrish, each with 10. Panthers have Austin Kurt with 5. And let's see, Easton Pruill also with 5. And then two guys with 4, Chesney Capron and Joel Arduzer, 4 points apiece. So very balanced scoring here for Monticello as they head to the fourth quarter with that 27-20 margin for Western Dubuque. So in the third quarter, 10-6 advantage for Western Dubuque here. Well, we'll see if the Panthers can close the gap going into the final quarter. Panthers with a 4-3 record. And they'd like to avoid dropping to the 500 mark. Buzzer sounds, and we're getting ready to go for the fourth quarter. So let's see. The Panthers headed down to a 19-18 game, but since then it's been an 8-2 run for Western Dubuque. And we had a buzzer. Joel Arduzer thought he was going to get a free basket there, but we weren't in play. Western Dubuque actually has the ball on the possession arrow. And a nice steal here for Chesney Capron. So we'll see if the Panthers can build a little momentum off of that and try to cut into this margin. Foul being called here. That's on Callahan for Western Dubuque, and that's his third. 5 fouls now in the half for Western Dubuque. We welcome anybody from the Western Dubuque, the Epworth area, and surrounding towns who might be cheering on their Bobcats here on our live stream. Deacon Besler has the ball. And both officials signaled the block there, so it's a blocking foul against Hunter Quagliano of the Bobcats, and the Panthers will pass it in again. That's the 6th team foul, so next one puts them in the bonus. Kurt passing it in to Arduzer. And a traveling call made there. Gives the ball back to the Bobcats. Florence thought about it, now drives into the lane. Shot no good. Kurt with the rebound. Chesney Capron brings it up here for the Panthers. No scoring yet in this fourth quarter. Now a steal there by Brandon Florence. Callahan with it, Quagliano. Gets it back inside for Callahan, and now back to Quagliano. Gets it across for Florence, and they'll start over with DeMoss. DeMoss tries a three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Besler goes high for the rebound. Nice rebound there for Deacon Besler. And Coach Jared Easton wants a timeout. 5:34 to go in this fourth quarter. No one has scored yet in this period. So still that 8-2 run for the Bobcats since the Panthers had cut the margin down to 1 point. So the Panthers will try to trim that margin. And I don't think I've done the sponsor thing yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Nutrient Ag Solutions. See your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch for your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs. Utilize our digital portal for crop planning, viewing invoices, and paying online. Nutrient Ag Solutions is proud to support our local communities and is one of the sponsors here for this game. And the other one, Aaron's Automotive with diagnostics and repair, auto and light duty truck repair, tune up, air conditioning, wheel alignment and balancing, brakes and tires. Call Aaron's Automotive 319-465-9119. Repair and diagnostic needs. Back in action here in the fourth quarter, 7-point lead. And the ball comes away to DeMoss. Does a little spin move there and a nice layup for Dylan DeMoss of the Bobcats. He puts them up by 9 now, as they try to get some separation here in this game. Capron drives in. Shot no good, and DeMoss with the rebound. Bobcats on a 10-2 run. DeMoss tries from three-point range and gets it. He has 5 points in this quarter and 8 for the game, and now it's a 32-20 margin for Western Dubuque. Sauser from the top of the key gets it over to Besler. Thinks about a three, decides against it. Connor Sauser to Capron and now to Kurt. Besler has room, tries a three-pointer, good. Deacon Besler's first points of the game. And the Panthers cut the margin to 9 with just over 4 minutes to go. Lawrence has it. Gets it inside. There's Digman, who's had a big game here for the Bobcats. And now a shot by Abrish is no good. Pruill with the rebound, and here come the Panthers. Capron over to Connor Sauser, 23. A little bump there, but no call. Besler in the left corner. And a foul called on Hunter Quagliano of the Bobcats. And that will put Deacon Besler to the line to shoot 1 and 1. That was the 7th foul against Western Dubuque in this half. Besler, free throw good. We'll get one more. That one bounces up and then falls through. Besler with all 5 Panther points here in this quarter, and they have cut the margin to 7. Stopped that Western Dubuque run, and now they're trying to get a little run of their own. Quagliano with a shot, no good. Ball batted out to the top of the key where DeMoss was waiting for it. And the Bobcats will try it over again. DeMoss is open on the backdoor layup, but misses the shot. Rebound by Abrish. And the foul against Monticello. Foul called on Besler. Digman puts it up, no good. Besler with the rebound. Here come the Panthers. Sauser, Pruill from about the free throw line, no good. 3 different Bobcats got their hands on that rebound, but it comes down to Quagliano. 3 minutes to go now, 7-point Bobcat lead. And DeMoss over to Florence and back to DeMoss. Inside now, Abrish, and now Quagliano for 3. It's good. Some clutch shots here for Western Dubuque in the second half. That one a 3-pointer. First points of the game for Hunter Quagliano, and the lead is back to 10. Besler has room at the top, tries a 3-pointer. That one's good. 8 points in this quarter for Deacon Besler. And now a traveling call against the Bobcats. 2:24 to go. The margin is 7. And Monticello trying to make a run here late in this one. This is Capron. DeMoss went for the steal. And now Digman goes for the steal, and this time they do get it. DeMoss to Digman. Sauser went up in a nice defensive play. He gets called for the foul, but he prevented a basket there. So 2 free throws coming up for Ryan Digman of Western Dubuque. 2:12 on the clock now. These free throws get bigger and bigger in the closing minutes. That one doesn't make it over the front of the rim, so he'll get another try. Sauser leaves the game. Joel Arduzer is back in. Number 33 for Monticello. Second free throw is good. And the margin is 8. Kurt has it over in the wing, gets it back out. Besler thought about another three-point try. Into Kurt, puts it up. Nice shot. Banks it off the backboard there. Austin Kurt now has 7. And it's a 6-point game, under 2 minutes to go. Quagliano drives all the way in. No good. Rebound Kurt. And a foul against Western Dubuque here. Austin Kurt will go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Foul there was called on Caden Abrish. His first, but that's 8 against the Bobcats. So free throws coming up here for the Panthers. They're down by 6. Trying to build the drama here in the closing minutes of this freshman-sophomore game. And Kurt drains the first one, which will give him one more. And it bounces off no good. Kurt now with 8 points. Rebound Digman, 5-point lead. Digman works it around, double teamed. Quagliano works through some defenders, and here's DeMoss. Nice block there by Besler, out of bounds to Monticello. Western Dubuque going to take a timeout here. So with 1:27 to go, Western Dubuque has a lead of 5 points. As you can see, that 36-31 margin. They had built it back up to 10. But the Panthers have made this one interesting once again. Big fourth quarter here so far for Deacon Besler, who has all 8 of his points here in this quarter. A couple of three-pointers and 2 free throws. And then the last 3 Panther points have been scored by Austin Kurt, who has a total of 8. And it's still Abrish with 10 and Digman with 10 as the leaders for Western Dubuque. But now Dylan DeMoss has 8 points. So he has made his presence known as well here for the visiting Bobcats. Bobcats members of the WAMAC conference. These two schools used to be in the same conference years ago in the Big Bend. They used to play each other all the time, but and actually even farther, longer ago than that in the old WAMAC. Pass inside to Kurt. He tried to get it across to Besler along the baseline. Batted out of bounds by the Bobcats, and with 1:16 to go, the Panthers get it back. Pass to Pruill, and off his hands and out of bounds. Gives it back to Western Dubuque. Digman to pass it in. Panthers with full court pressure here. Brandon Florence has it. And a foul called on Capron. That's something to think about here. This is the 4th team foul, so really a couple fouls left to give here for Monticello. And they're going to need to probably foul him a couple more times to put him to the line. Digman has it. Back out for DeMoss. And now Florence. Inside pass here for Digman. Shot no good. Digman his own rebound. Another shot. That one is good. Ryan Digman now has 12 points, and the Panthers trail by 7 here in the final minute. Besler tries a backdoor layup there. Reverse layup, and it's no good. And here come the Bobcats again. Florence has it. The Panthers still have to foul him 3 more times in order to put Western Dubuque at the line. So the Bobcats able to run some clock here. And ball goes out of bounds, though, off Western Dubuque. The Panthers get it with 20.2 seconds to go. And Jared Easton calls timeout for Monticello. They'll have the ball. They're down by 7, but only 20.2 seconds on the clock. It's been a good battle here, back and forth in terms of making it close, and then Western Dubuque opening up a lead again. The Panthers fought back and got it down to 5, and now it's 7 with 20.2 left. Our freshman-sophomore game coming up next at 6 o'clock, and that will be a different stream. If you're looking for the streams, that'll be a separate one, as we'll close this stream at the end of this game, and then a new one will open up for that junior varsity game between the Mid-Prairie and Monticello boys. And then the varsity game to follow that. Here come the Panthers hustling down. Need to get some points on the board quickly here. Joel Arduzer has a long three-point try blocked by Florence. The Bobcats have it here and should be able to run out the clock. Abrish could have gone in and scored, but does the sportsmanlike thing and holds on to the ball in the lane, and the clock runs out. That ends it here from Monticello High School, our freshman-sophomore game. The final score, Western Dubuque 38, Monticello 31. My name is Pete Temple. Thanks for joining me here on this live stream. And we'll close this stream and open up a new one for the junior varsity game between Mid-Prairie and Monticello coming up at 6 o'clock. That'll do it for me here and for Kim Carlson doing the camera work, and she set all this up for this game. So thanks so much to Kim, who's done so much work for all these live streams throughout this exciting basketball season. So 2 more games yet to come tonight. Junior varsity boys and then varsity boys, Monticello versus Mid-Prairie. That'll do it for this one, though. Final score once again was Western Dubuque 38 and Monticello 31. We'll see you for the junior varsity boys game against Mid-Prairie coming up shortly.